Yo, the Colts may be legit. Mahomes is not himself. Who knows? I mean, either way, Mahomes is good for a half and just not good enough. I think it speaks a lot to this Indy team. I've been saying for a while. I said I don't want to get ahead of it, but we play that playoff drop because all preseason we were excited about the Colts, the Colts, the Colts. But then Andrew Luck retires and everyone changes their tune. Yet Andrew Luck didn't play in the preseason. I don't know. I love football. I know that. You guys love football because I love football. It was an awesome day of football. You can see the standings there. I'm curious who you guys think. The NFC, I know this is an AFC game and it kind of throws a kink into some things. There's a little bit more separation in the AFC, but look at these NFC standings. Eagles 3-2, Cowboys 3-2, 2-3 for the Giants. The Redskins are out of it. We're done. Look at that NFC North. 4-1, 2-1-1, 3-2, 3-2. Saints 4-1, 3-2, 2-3. The Falcons are probably done, which is crazy. We were talking about the Falcons being in the Super Bowl 5 weeks ago. Now they're going to be, they're kind of like the Bengals of the NFC. What is happening? They have the team. What's going on? Why can't they get it done? And then the West is like the Cardinals are out of it. They're building for the future anyhow, but they got their first win today. We got the Rams with 3 wins, the Seattle Seahawks with 4 wins. San Francisco, we'll find out tomorrow what they're at the top because they got to play yet. But exciting, man. I like it. The games, the league's getting fun. I love this time of year. This is where it gets a little bit crazy. But let's break some cards. How's that sound? Y'all ready? We got the 3-box mixer. We're going to be giving away the silver pack, 2 $5 hitless credits. But we got to break them to see what's inside first. So let's do it.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Started out with a little absolute. I bet you there were very few people that took that game, but the money line was enticing. Talked to Chad a little bit earlier, and had said about taking that in the over. Of course, it was that in the under. So the over was, you know what? Anytime there's an over that is so high and everyone's still taking, you kind of got to look at it and be like, something up. I mean, I don't think they could. What was the final score of that game? Was it like 19-10? 19-13. Colts beat Chiefs in playoff rematch. That's right. I forget about that. Next week, the Chiefs have the Texans, I believe, is it? What up, Todd? Let's get this recording. Yeah, going to be a sweet game. Deshaun Watson with 5 touchdowns today. Mason Rudolph got knocked out today. And it looks like next week on Sunday Night Football, the Steelers have a game. Who doesn't want to watch third-string undrafted quarterbacks in Sunday Night Football? I know I'm excited. Chiefs need. They said the Colts have a bye week next week. Looks like the Chiefs could use one right now. I was like, damn, you ain't kidding. All right, man. I can see if I can answer it now for you. What you have to remind me what Josh Allen, Todd. I see a lot of cards come through Messenger. Justin Lane for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Phillip Rivers. Bills are 4-1. I cannot believe it. That is, in my grown adult life, that is not something that I remember being able to say with excitement. Josh Allen posted a video today. 15 out of 49 going to James Conner, Benny Snell, the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. Also going out to Tyler on the trade. Todd, 1-of-1s are so hard for me to price because I don't think there's a way. It becomes a matter of kind of who wants it the most, like desirability. Now, you can obviously comp other one-of-ones of patches of his is where I would start. I would go look at a one-of-one, a lot of Josh Allen one-on-one patches, and then try to limit it down to the game worn stuff, and then kind of find a set that you feel is equivalent. Dexter Williams for the Green Bay Packers. You mistakenly took the Titans and pick them? That was a mistake. You shouldn't have done that. Sounds like a mistake you shouldn't have made. No, I don't think so, Todd. A Josh Allen one-on-one patch, I think $100 is appropriate. But, you know, like I'd grab a spot or two in that. But I can't speak for other people because I don't know. I didn't do the research on that. I can do a little research on it and see. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Pack 2. Thanks for filling this up tonight. I wanted to talk a little bit more about football. The Colts taking that down. And I'll tell you what, they're talking about Justin. They're talking to Justin Houston right now, who was 4th all-time in Chiefs history with 78.5 sacks. He is the one. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? It's late. He was the one that got the 4th down stop in the backfield on whoever it was that was running the ball for Kansas City. Out of 100, Leonard Fournette, he was disappointing today. Tomorrow, I did tell you that was one of my locks, and when I tell you that I'm not a homer. Listen, I've bet against the Bills many times. I don't like to do it, but I should say I picked against them, not bet against them. But I believe they were going to take this down today, enough to put a substantial wager on it. Arthega Whiteside, Nelson Aguilar out of 199, going out to the Philadelphia Eagles, going to be Carl. Yeah, we get the week off. The Bills get the week off next week, then come back to Miami, and then Philly, which Jonathan Thomas and myself will be at that game. How about Jelani Tavai, 2-10 for the Detroit Lions. Detroit is on Andrea McKenna. There you go. Well, let me start with a few things I was wrong with today, and I'll probably talk about this a little bit more tomorrow, Jamar, but I may have been wrong about the Bucks, but I may not have been wrong about the Bucks. I didn't get to see the whole game. It was a little disappointing to look and see the score. I did say that the Bucks were going to beat the Saints. Trust me, I had a 4-game parlay that I hit the other 3 and missed on that game right there. So I felt the pain of the Bucks losing. I put my money where my mouth was, so I could feel that pain. And that's kind of one of the reasons I put some wagers out there. I bet a $5 bet to win $100. Jared Goff out of 75. I got 2 overs. I took down the Raiders game as part of it, and then the Bucks game as the 4th one. And the Saints are good. And Bridgewater is not a bad quarterback. He was going to be good before he got hurt. Eli Manning, 72 out of 75. Barkley, Eli, and Shepard. Man, is that 3 Giants cards? Bryce Love out of 199. The Saints are really, really, really good. Like, really good. All around. They're not like a blow-out-your-mind team. They can get the job done. And I think the Saints, barring the referee's interference, should be at least in the NFC Championship. T.J. Hawkinson out of 25. Going out to Detroit. Another one for you, Andrea. That is nasty. Look at those patches. It looks like we got helmets or cleats. 3 out of 25. There you go.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Out of 25. Yeah, I don't... Well, I mean, look, I'm done with this box. Let me flip real quick back to that West. The South. And let's just see that real quick. Are you ready? Because I have no more open cards, so... We got the Bucks, the Panthers, who are a crazy 3-2. However that's happening, I don't know how that... I mean, Christian McCaffrey's my answer to that. The Falcons are done. So I don't see how the outside of the Bucks maybe picking it up and beating them. That was in New Orleans, right? That game was in New Orleans, correct? Outside of them taking the next one at home and then tying them and getting some sort of tiebreaker, I don't see the Bucks winning that. But I do see the Bucks being a wild card team if they can get it together, They knew it was going to take time. I don't think Jameis is the same Jameis either. Everyone's like, there's Jameis. No. I don't think so. He's going to have bad weeks. But we haven't even seen Evans held to 0 catches today. 0. Mike Evans, the guy who went off in week 3 for almost 200, over 200 yards and a couple touchdowns or a few touchdowns. The reason I said this about Sammy Watkins before week 1, I said play Sammy Watkins because Tyreek Hill is going to just suck up the attention's defense, and then guess what? Sammy Watkins is going to benefit. Tyreek Hill then got hurt, and I don't know that theory still stands then because, and Sammy Watkins had a great game. But now they have so many people there in Kansas City. Pringle is one of their receivers now. Hardman, they have guys ready to roll there all the time. Alvin Kamara, Adam Thielen out of $3.99 getting the job done today. Just have no running game really. Go Pack Go. Shout out to Mike, man. Mike, I listened to Mike's radio show this morning. He's awesome on the air, guys. Posted the link. We'll post that again next Sunday. Pringle played for Watkins. What happened to Watkins that he was out like last minute? I also feel like, so I never take quarterbacks early, and I took in 2 different drafts this year in the 4th round, which is the earliest I'll ever draft a quarterback. I don't ever reach that far. Hines Ward and Greedy going out to the Cleveland Browns. Adam Marshall getting the Greedy Williams hamstring. I saw he was questionable, but I didn't think it was that serious. I thought it was. Now that they've gotten rid of the doubtful. That's still gone, right? It's either questionable or out. They've gotten rid of the doubtful, or they got rid of the probable tag. So it's either questionable. Do they even still have doubtful? Either way, he never really threw up on my radar. I didn't know he was that close to sitting. I didn't have him in any of my leagues. Thank God. Stephon Diggs, do we hear from them this week? He can't afford to be running his mouth. Got fined $200,000 for missing team activities without permission. Out of 25, Drew Lock. Flacco kind of be surprised, right? The Broncos beat the Chargers? 15 for 27, 204, and 2 TDs. I mean, not great numbers. Against, though, a very stingy Saints D. That Saints D is a lot better than people want to admit right there. So, I mean, the Saints D is what's up. That's part of their success right now. Bridgewater just getting the job done outside of that. So to see the Bucks go in there and really have a shot. A game I was really morally rooting for today is I really wanted to see Minshew Mania continue. It kind of put a damper on the fun I was having with that. I had something planned. It kind of took the fun out of it. We might have to postpone my little Minshew madness plan that I had. I love that he almost came back and won that game too. They gave him chances, but was not able to do that. And I'm actually going to pull up, instead of my drops right now, I'm going to pull up the games. I kind of want to go by and do a couple more. We will do more of a recap tomorrow. But just kind of want to look at the games tonight. So the Jacksonville Panthers beating the Jags. That's a big thing. Anyone have any word on Cam Newton? I looked up some stuff the other day. It just says it doesn't look like they're in a hurry at all to get him back. Haskins out of 99. And I mean, Kyle Allen, undrafted, I think it was, or late draft in 2018, is playing over their new draft this year, Will Grier. I don't know if they're just, maybe I sometimes wonder if these teams are kind of having a showcase for these quarterbacks that maybe they can trade. So, I mean, that game's kind of gross. We had Carolina. Christian McCaffrey went off for 176 rushing yards, 2 touches, averaging 9.3 yards a carry. And then he went off for 6 for 61 and a touch. He literally had 18.1 points in PPR just receiving. He also then had, another 29 points rushing. That's without bonuses. That's standard PPR scoring. Yeah, why rush him back now? They're doing all right without him. I agree with you. Oh, we have a redemption. I couldn't see it, so I didn't see who it was, honestly. So we'll do the $2 credit. Go ahead, get it in if you want. You have a minute to get your guesses in.
$2, $2, $2, $2, $2.
Oh, Shark went off on your bench. Imagine all the people that had Will Fuller, who I said was going to be the leading receiver in yardage this week. I didn't expect him to have all those touches, though. Holy jeepers. First impressions autographed memorabilia. All right. No, it's appropriate, Chad. That's the appropriate time. It's relevant to what we're talking about. That's a green, so I think it's going to be out of 99. It's going to be Tony Pollard. Someone guessed it. Aaron, you get $2 credit, but the Dallas Cowboys are owned by Andrew Lewis. So, Andrew, you're going to get the Tony Pollard, and it might be about time that he gets a little bit more action in there, if you ask me. Uh-oh. I had the... There we go. Tony Pollard. Let's call Aaron. For the Dallas Cowboys. I lost my train of thought here. Oh, so C-Mac, yeah, I was saying it's relevant to what we were talking about, Christian McCaffrey. DJ Moore with 6 for 91. So, 14 fantasy points, and that's without touchdowns. There's a Dallas Clark. So not bad there. Over on the Jacksonville side, Gardner Minshew, 26 for 44, 374, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a passer rating. Oh, he lost 3 fumbles, though. One of those was not his fault. 101.9 QB rating. What? Carson, there's a Singletary, and a Josh Jacobs continuing to have his way with the offensive rookie of the year, most likely. I don't see anybody giving him too much of a run outside of him getting hurt or just completely failing. Yeah, we might be having some different conversations about Kansas City moving forward. Dak Prescott, we saw that, man, Patrick Mahomes better take care of his body to be mobile because he is not the same quarterback without mobility. We saw that tonight. Here we go, another one for the Oakland Raiders. I guess it was the first one, but that Josh Jacobs popped up. We pulled this last break, that's why. Jacobs, Jackson, and Marcus Allen going out to the Oakland Raiders. Barrett. Let's go ahead and see the Arizona-Cincinnati game. We won't talk about too many. We'll just hit like 2 or 3 here. Arizona-Cincinnati game. Kyler Murray was 20 for 32, 253. No touchdowns, but no interceptions either. But in the run game, 10 rushes, 93 yards, and a touchdown. So, bringing in just in rushing alone, 15.3 fantasy points, adding quite a few more passing and yardage. Did not lose you a lot of points fantasy-wise because of no interceptions. Easton Stick out of 299. I think so too. I think, Todd, if they would have won today, if Minshew would have led that game-winning drive, I think that we would have been having a conversation with Minshew over Jacobs for that. But with Jacobs coming in, handling the business overseas, I mean, that's a big deal. 2 weeks ago, he had been sick all week. He was kind of run down, did not really play that much, was not a factor in the game. Last week, he still seemed like he was kind of recovering. He had lost, I think, over 10 pounds while he was sick, Josh Jacobs. And so... What were you saying not me for, Jamar? Who knows? And I hope you guys, I know it's late, but this is the first chance I've had to really recap some of these games. I like to get them fresh in my head. I did see that Keyshawn Johnson had a couple catches in this game, 3 for 22. Really, the only other person was Fitz, 6 for 58. There were no passing touchdowns. Over on the Cincinnati side, Andy Dalton started out real slow. Didn't end up too bad. He was 27 for 38, 262, and 2 touchdowns. Hunter Renfrow. You know what? I'm going to have to get this podcast going tomorrow. I want to talk more about the game. Sony Michel. And Brian Westbrook and Miles Sanders going out to the Philly Eagles. Are Philly, they the real deal?
Dilly dilly.
The only matchup where there has been a team that's never beat another team, and it's the Jets and the Eagles. Never. They are now 11-0 against the Jets. Who is second? What do you mean second? Like in the running? I think Gardner still is. Unless you get into the defense a little bit. I mean, it certainly isn't Montgomery. It's not Singletary hasn't played enough. So, I don't know. Yeah, you know, McCole Hardman could be in there. Oh, okay. Mike Cornett. Oh, yeah, Mike. Honestly, Mike, who's second? Rashawn Gary? Shining Stars, Russell Wilson. Oh, that's right. They are separate awards. Yeah, Mike, who do you have second? I'm curious. Hollywood had that big first week, and then he kind of just he's had important catches and stuff, but I don't think he's done enough for his team to really make it, felt. Rookie endorsements, Green. Oh, so this would be what the other one numbered to. It is to 10. So this Pollard is to 10. DK Metcalf to 10. This Pollard is first impressions autographs. Oh, no, this is rookie endorsements. So maybe the green. But on this one, the green is numbered to 10. This is 10 of 10 for the Seattle Seahawks. Going out to David Matt. There you go. Touchdown Seahawks. Had a touchdown this week.
Touchdown Seahawks!
DK Metcalf out of 10. Mike Cornett, come on, man, don't disappear. Honestly, Mike had great. Mike had a caller today. I had to text him while I was listening to his radio show. The show's well produced. Whoever your producer is, Mike, does a really nice job. But they had a caller. Dude, the guy was like, the only reason the Bucs are having success is because Drew Brees is out. I messaged him, like, what the is that guy talking about? He's like, I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't understand how that had anything to do. But then Mike, on another note, says, stop with the Minshew talk. And then he disappears. Come on, Mike. Tell us who it is. I saw that Chase Vinovich was up there. Obviously, you got to start looking at this Brian Burns from the Panthers. Matter of fact, let's see what he did. I had that Panthers game up. I would real quick before we crack this pack. The Carolina Panthers, Brian Burns. 2 tackle, 1 assist, 1 sack. He had 1 fumble and fumble recovery. So he's making his presence known, and that's been pretty common. Burns is, Todd, I think Burns has got to be in the lead right now. Rondé Barber for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Out of 60. That's end of the line, 60 out of 60. Oh, yeah, he did score on that, too. You're right. Ran that back. Hey, we're going to get ourselves a little hot box action. Mac Wilson for the Cleveland Browns. That means we're going to have some extra autos in this one. I should rephrase that. We should have some extra autos in this one. Mac Wilson. This should probably be an auto, and it's going to be a Charles Haley for the San Francisco 49ers. 1 of 2. 1 of 2. I don't have to take a shot. It has to be a 1 of 1 for a shot. But that is definitely a boomer.
Kaboom!
Charles Haley, 1 of 2 going out to the San Francisco 49ers. I am going to mag it up. There we go. San Francisco 49ers looking good. I don't know who had the Browns. Who has Cleveland? Adam, he's asking what you want for the Mac Wilson. There it is. Haley. Oh my God. Illustrious legends. Wow, I'm just going to stop on that. Hunter Renfro. Wow, I'm sorry. 45 out of 50. It's late. Mike, you're telling us who isn't. Who's number 2? I get what you're saying. His numbers aren't super sexy, but I can't think of someone I like more at number 2 than him, right? That's what Todd. I gotta agree with Todd on this one. That I agree with you. Jacobs is a clear front runner right now, in my opinion. I don't think there's anybody touching those numbers right now. But let's just hypothetically, Jacobs goes down this week in practice. Games keep going. Who's your number 2 offensive rookie? You know, and I know there's a lot of things he can change. 21 out of 50. Zach Ertz. And his numbers aren't. But when you look at the track record of Jacksonville Jaguars quarterbacks, he is doing wonders for that team that nobody else was able to do. Stanley Morgan for the Bengals. Great. Now we got to wait another 11 minutes for Mike to respond. What are you doing over there? Learning to read? Come on, dude. He's probably actually doing something important. To Mike's point, that would be my concern. If I'm making a bet on Rookie of the Year, I'm not betting Minshew just because what happens when Foles gets back. I think if he won today, he came back and win that, you have a much tougher... Woo! 3 colors. Speaking of Rookie of the Year, out of 199 going to the Oakland Raiders, Barrett with a Joshua Jacobs Radiant. I do like his auto, too. Yeah, I wouldn't bet. I just worry about the Nick Foles situation when he comes back. But, yeah, I would agree. He's got to be number 2 right now. If the season ended right now, he'd be number 2, I think. And out of 15, wow. For the Chicago Bears, 5 out of 15. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Chicago going out to Logan. That is a neat card. Anthony Miller. Oh, Mike, you're going to love what I wish I wanted him to win so bad. I had something planned for tomorrow. And it's not so much fun now. McCall Hardman out of 99 going to the Chiefs. Like you said, I think that Hardman could have a case too. Probably over the course of the season. You know, Tyreek Hill comes back. Watkins gets right. Which I think had a lot to do. Think about it. Mahomes just played a game. Some of it injured. His receivers were McCall Hardman and Pringle. We did not plan on seeing those guys. And he still almost took it down. Rookie Aura out of 99. Will Greer. I'm still shocked that he didn't, they love these rookies, but he didn't get a shot. Yeah, Minshew is like kind of one of those things where he didn't want it to be that big, I don't think. He kind of said that it's taken a life of its own. Well, there's the Anthony Miller. You're going to get the parallel to go with it. There you go, Logan. Out of 199, max impact. Ah, man, yeah. Riley Ridley. It is a Bears break, man. Holy cow. It got hot quick for the Bears. They were nowhere to be found, and then all of a sudden, Bears, Bears, Bears. There you go.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Going out to the Chicago Bears, Riley Ridley. They are on fire.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Kyle Allen was a rookie in 2018. He was, I think, undrafted if I remember, but I know that he's only in a couple sets as far as cards go. He's only in a few sets, including Absolute. We've been breaking this Absolute. That's a Howie Long for the Raiders. 7 out of 30. Remember, guys, we will be giving out that Silver National Pack as well as 2 $5 hitless credits. What was the first Miller number? 15, Logan. 5 of 15. This one right here, sorry. It was this one right here. The other one was the 99. You don't normally see tags like that out on a card out of 15. Howie Long, die cut. Here we go. Ooh, we have a redemption coming. Get your guesses in. $2 credit. Someone got it earlier. Aaron, right? Aaron Elrod got it earlier. Devontae Adams out of 35. We won't do that first. We'll do this card first. What the fuck? Riley Ridley for the Chicago Bears. I've never seen one so swamp. Well, I'll tell you who you should guess on the redemption. That's who I was going to say, Todd. I may throw in a hit or something. We'll see here. If this is a Bear, we're definitely getting a hit added. Not that I'm not happy for you, Logan. I think it's awesome you're getting them. It's just Bears, Bears, Bears. I know. That's what I'm saying. All right, here we go. $2 credit opportunity. Let's see who gets it. Rookie, patch, autographs, neon blue. Ryan Finley. You might get to see him. They got to do something. They are 0-5. It is time to make a change. Coach, quarterback, I don't care. But that team has too much going on to be 0-5. I talked to Brandon Epps about it. He is a Logan wants to buy it too. Cincinnati going out to Mike Albrecht. Cincinnati needs to make some changes. Big time. All right, guys, recap real quick. Adams out of 35. Howie Long out of 30. Out of 99. The Greer Hardman out of 99. Zach Ertz out of 50. Rondé Barber out of 60. Easton Stick out of 299. And Jacobs out of 299. Tell you what, Rivers, man, after today, who knows? Dwayne Haskins out of 99. Locke out of 25. Barkley, Manning, and Shepard out of 75. Goff out of 75. Fournette out of 100. Justin Lane out of 75. They need to stay the course, yeah. They need to take a course on how to win a game. This disappoints me, man. I pulled out of my NFC North bet with them early. Like, you can cash out on. I bet them to win the division. That was early, though. All right, here we go. Riley Ridley, we're going to see a lot of these Bears. There you go, Logan. A good break for you. Riley Ridley going to Logan. Hunter Renfrow going out to the Oakland Raiders. Going out to Barrett. Anthony Miller for the Chicago Bears. For the Philadelphia Eagles, rookie idols, dual Miles Sanders and Brian Westbrook. Philly Eagles. Josh Jacobs, Bo Jackson, and Marcus Allen for the Oakland Raiders. And another one for the Philly Eagles, Ortega-Whiteside and Aguilar. Pittsburgh Steelers going out to Tyler. That is a Connor. He had a nice touchdown today. And Benny Snell. And then Anthony Miller out of 15. I just said he didn't look good today. I'm not throwing him away. I'm just saying he looked... I like Rivers. I honestly do like Rivers. I'm shocked. I didn't put any money on the Chargers. I have no stock except for in Melvin Gordon for the Chargers. I don't own any Keenan Allen. I have in years past. I stayed away from that team this year. I wasn't sure what they were going to be. Melvin Gordon holding out scared me. But they lost to the Broncos. Ryan Finley. And, like, the Broncos are depleted right now. Ryan Finley for the Cincinnati Bengals going out to Mike Albrecht. Riley Ridley for the Chicago Bears. Josh Jacobs for the Oakland Raiders. Yeah, I'm not saying get rid of a quarterback after a bad game. For the Cincinnati Bengals, Mike Albrecht. Guys, I'm going to add an additional $5 credit in here. We had a lot of repeat teams. Mac Wilson for the Cleveland Browns going out to Adam. Tony Pollard for the Dallas Cowboys going out to Andrew Lewis. I know what I said. I said after today's game, who knows what we might see, but he looked awful today. I know what I said. I'm not saying it's time yet. I'm just saying, man, what happened today? What was I got to go back and watch that game. I just happened to like see some highlights and saw there's a nice TJ Hawkinson out of 25. I know what you're saying, but that's not what I was insinuating. But the Chargers are still in the running. I think they're still figuring out what they're going to be doing there with Gordon. They've had a lot of change up at the running back position. And TJ Hawkinson for the Detroit Lions and Seattle Seahawks, David Matt getting that really nice DK. And then for the San Francisco 49ers, David Matt as well, getting 2 teams, but getting this one. This is a 1 of 2, Charles Haley. No, Jamar, I'm glad you brought that. I was not saying they should sit him, and I'm not in the one. Like, I think you give guys time. And on that note, you know, we look at coaches. Do I think that the Steelers need to switch it up at coach? Yes, but keep Tomlin there for the year. On the other hand, Gruden, it's time to rebuild. The Redskins aren't going to do anything. I'm going to add a third $5 credit. So we'll go ahead and random off these hit list teams. And the first one's going to get silver. Second, third, and fourth are going to get the hit list credits. But Gruden's got to go. And it's not, I don't think they should go after him about that whole smoking thing and try to not pay him. Just give the man his money. Let him go on with his life. You make your decision. Yeah, there were a lot of people, including some guys I sat with at National at a dinner, who were very, very big on my name went in the hit list cards. What? What are you saying? I don't think there's any. If there's ever a team that got a hit and we add them, our protocol is not to re-ran them or anything. We just skip that team. So they would not be eligible, but we wouldn't re-ran them. Top. My name. What do you mean, Mike? Your name wasn't in the hit list. Huh? Are you messing with me? All right. First gets silver. Second through fourth get $5 credit. Min roll 5. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm confused what you're saying. Here we go, 9. Message me, Mike. If I messed up, message me so I know. I don't want to hold up the whole thing. If I made a mistake, I'll take care of you. Let me know. Final round. The Jets are going to get the pack. The Dolphins, the Patriots, the Panthers. Dolphins, Patriots, Panthers are getting $5 credit. So let's see who that was. The pack is going to the New York Jets. That is going to be Adam D getting the silver pack. And then the $5 credits are going to the Miami Dolphins, which is Jamar Evans. The New England Patriots, which is Jamar Evans. And the Carolina Panthers, which is Chance Clifton. So you have $5 credit to use there. Chance and Jamar, you have 10. Adam D. Getting the silver pack. We're going to open this right here in a minute. I'm going to pull my chat back up. Here we go. Well, they're not here. You're not in too many here. Aaron Rodgers and, oh, I thought it was going to be a Zion for a minute when I saw the blue. Keldon Johnson. All right, guys, that'll do it. That was a nice Charles Haley. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. I may do a little bit of a go live for a little just to talk a little football so that I don't have to be opening cards and we can have kind of an open chat about football. I know it's harder during the day because everyone's kind of trying to do their daytime thing, but some nice cards in here. Love the positivity too, man. All right, guys, y'all get a good night's sleep. Monday Night Football tomorrow should be good. We got the Niners and the Browns. We'll see. Have a great night, everyone. Sweet dreams.